Hello students, in this lecture we are going to discuss or explore a short story prescribed for your second term, which is entitled as The Selfish Giant. The present story is written by Irish dramatist, short story writer and poet Oscar Wilde. So Oscar Wilde was born in 1854 and died in 1900. Basically, he is Irish playwright and a poet. So in this story, we are going to see how the Oscar Wilde, through the character of selfish giant, try to explore the very principle of Christianity and very principle of importance of love and compassion. The present story, The Selfish Giant, was appeared in The Happy Prince and Other Tales. For the first time, it was published in 1888. So this story contains some characters. So characters are not important in this story. Most important thing is that through the use of characters, how the writer tries to explore or point out the theme of love, point out the theme of mercy, point out the theme of compassion. And the moral of the story is that God is there where the person loves others. It means that the author here wants to show us that the God is always with the persons who are helpful, who are cooperative and who are loving one. So in this story, there is a person named, or we cannot call him a person, there is a giant, and their adjective selfish is before it. So the selfish giant is a story where giant is a central character. All the story revolves around the name, the giant or the selfish giant. So the story is like this. The selfish giant is the owner of the huge and beautiful garden. Each and every person, especially the children, they always like to be in that garden. They always like to play in the garden. But selfish giant being so selfish giant being so cruel, he never allowed anyone to be in his garden. And so he went to visit his friend Cornish, and when he returned from his long day's stay, he was almost there for 7 years. He visited his friend, he was there for 7 years, and when he returned to his castle, when he returned to his garden, he saw that the school children are playing there, and he became angry. In his gruff voice, he shrieked out, and all the children scattered here and there, ran out of the garden. And the selfish giant later there put a notice board, and it was strictly mentioned that the trespassers will be prohibited. The children started to play on the ground. Instead of playing in the garden, the children started to play on the ground. Children started to play in the streets, but they were not happy. They used to talk about the beautiful garden. They used to talk about the birds. They used to talk about the greenery. They used to talk about the beauty of the nature that is showered in that garden, and they miss everything that they had spent in that garden, and their heart longs to be in that garden, but it was not possible for them to be in the garden because of the giant is there. So in this way, the narrator started here the story with what happened in absence of selfish giant and what happened after the arrival of selfish giant. When the selfish giant was not in his garden, he was out for 7 years. During his absence, there was spring, the flowers were blossomed, there were green trees, there were birds. But after the arrival of selfish giant to his garden, and since he expelled the children from his garden, So everywhere there was greenery. Flowers were blossom everywhere, and only the garden of the selfish giant was untouched. There was winter in the selfish giant's garden. So selfish giant was not able to understand why the winter is still in his garden, and at the rest of the part, everywhere the beautiful flowers have been blossomed. So there are green trees, there are green leaves, and his garden is full of frost. His trees of his garden are covered with frost and snow. So he was unable to understand the mystery of the nature. And one day he was surprised to listen the song of the bird. There was chirping of the bird, and he realized that now the garden is going to be a beautiful place. The winter is going to over, and that singing of the bird was as beautiful as if some of the musicians of the kings have been playing the musical instrument. When the selfish giant came out of his castle, he saw the children are in his garden, they are playing, and because of the arrival of the children, the winter was over, and instead of winter there was everywhere autumn. So selfish giant realized his folly. When the selfish giant came there, all the boys ran out of the garden, and there was a small kid. He was unable to climb at the top of the tree. The selfish giant himself picked up that child and put that child on the top of the branch. So selfish giant, they realized, selfish giant saw the mark of wound on his palm. So selfish giant asked him, who wounded him? The selfish giant was answered by the child that it was the mark of love, it was the wound of love, it was the gift given to him for his love, for his loving nature. So selfish giant requested all the children to come to his garden, to play into his garden. Now selfish giant realized that what the mistake he has committed. So now the selfish giant, after that they could not find the child, and he used to ask the other children about the child. The other children replied him that they didn't know anything about that child. And in this way the days passed, and one day the selfish giant died peacefully, and the selfish giant saw the child once again. So that child is the representative, or we can say the child himself is Jesus Christ, and Jesus Christ was there to make away the selfish giant what mistake he has committed. The child was incarnation of Jesus Christ. The child, through his deeds, made the selfish giant selfless. The moral of the story is that one should be selfless, one should be loving, one should be merciful. And if one is loving, if one is merciful, suddenly he is going to help the humanity, he is going to meet the God, and he is going to be free from sorrows, pains, and sufferings.